Welcome to the Story of Liberty. Well, born on May 18th, 1920, in a small Polish town, this young boy became Pope John Paul II. You have to really go back to his Polish roots to understand Pope John Paul II. He loved Polish food. He loved kielbasa and gołąbkis and pierogis. His life was shaped by the events of his early life, whose roots were sunk in Polish soil. His Christian vision of expanding the kingdom of Christ, his vocation, and his very emotions, they draw their depth from the country that he left to become Pope John Paul II. He was an amazing man who wooed the media over and over, country after country, with his personal gifts of communication. He was and had been the skiing pope. He loved to ski. He was the poet pope. He was the best-selling CD pope. He was the designer robes pope. And he was a brilliant man. He was an intellectual pope. He was actually the pope who helped bring down communism in several countries. He was the pope that worked ceaselessly toward Christian reconciliation with the Jews. He was the pope who spoke out against the culture of death of abortion. He was the pope that after he was shot, you may remember that, he was shot and he visited the one who took a assassination attempt, a Muslim Turk, and he forgave him during his prison visit. It was on the cover of Time magazine. He said many profound things about the precious value of human life, of the unborn and born. He said it is He, Jesus Christ, the true life, who gives hope and purpose to our earthly existence. Pope John Paul II knew the importance of the God-ordained family, and he knew the family was under attack. He spoke out against anything that came against the God-ordained family. He said naturally the weakest members of society are the most at risk: the unborn children, the sick, the handicapped, the old, the poor, and unemployed, the immigrant and refugee. He said, do not be afraid to go out into the streets and into the public places. This is no time to be ashamed of the gospel. It's time to preach it from the rooftops. He met with Billy Graham, I'll never forget that, in 1995, and they talked about the gospel of life. He had meetings with every president, including Ronald Reagan. He met, I think, on more than one occasion. He said things that forever changed human thinking. He said to America, I say to you again, America, in the light of your own tradition, love life, cherish life, defend life from conception to natural death. Pope John Paul II, a great man of God.
Vivi con i giovani, tu dovrai diventare anche giovane.